Hi, how y'all doing? This is Woodbine Wendy, and I posted something on my personal Facebook some of y'all can't see, and I figured this is a good opportunity to do a video since I haven't done one in a while. And I'm going down to the dollar market to get me some tissue and some paper towels, so I'm on video while I'm driving. So I'm gonna ignore y'all, but I'm gonna run my mouth because I got lots to say, okay? Hey. So my washing machine broke down, and yes, for those that know me, this is the new used washing machine that I got just maybe a couple months ago. It was doing the same thing it did before, and this is the same guy that came to fix it, and we're like, wow, this guy's great, he did a good job. The washers were out on the back patio. We took the washers straight out the back door and set them out there, so he just had to work on them outside. He didn't really come in, it wasn't a lot of exposure, he just did his job and he left. Did a good job, so we was like, hey, this is cool. So Danny put him a review on his website, he cut us a deal because Danny gave him a good review, and he left. So everything worked good. He said we had a really good washer and it'd last forever, blah 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 blah. Well, the washer busted the other day. It wouldn't spin. It would fill up, do all its business, but it wouldn't spin all the water out. It would drain, but it wouldn't spin. So he called the dude back and was like, can you come see if it was the same thing you fixed, because it would be under warranty and he would fix it for free, or if something needs to be replaced, blah 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 blah. So the guy was supposed to come Tuesday. He didn't come Tuesday. He was supposed to come Wednesday. He didn't come Wednesday, but come Thursday, blah 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 blah. He came Saturday, today. And I was in the bedroom because I didn't have a bra on, because you know that's how I roll. It's Saturday, shut up. So, I'm in the back bedroom looking at some stuff on my phone, and I start to hear, you know, they're done. Danny comes in there, it's like $125, had to replace part. I'm like, dang, we're going to have to crack down this Father's Day. You ain't getting no present. Anyway, so he goes back in yonder, pays the man, and then the guy starts casual chit-chat. I'm like, why are you gonna talk? You didn't got paid. Leave my house. That's just how I am, y'all. It's okay. So he starts telling this story about he was in there cutting up, talking to the kids, and I'm like, it's kind of, I hate when people do that. I'm like, strangers shouldn't talk to kids, even if you're super nice. Like, I don't talk to other people's kids like, hey, how you doing? You want a piece of candy? Don't do that to kids. You're supposed to teach kids, don't talk to strangers. That's safe. So don't talk to people's kids. And this man's in there talking to my kids. Of course, we did kind of leave him for a second while I got my cash out. When Danny went in there, and he starts this big old long conversation about some girl, I think it's his niece or something, in China. And she didn't speak English, and they went and saw her. And the story gets weirder and weirder and creepier and creepier. And I'm like, what the crap is this guy fixing to say? Because it was like, she wanted to lay up on the bed with me, and she got in there and pulled my leg. You know, they don't have living rooms, they just have bed. And I'm like, this dude, like, creeper radar was going off, like, blah, 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 get the guy, blah, 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 Danny's gonna beat him to death, blah, 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 have a plan B, blah, 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 something's going down. It was that bad. I'm like, oh my God, I'm fixing to have to get the gun out and shoot this guy. I was thinking he's gonna expose himself. He's going to say something inappropriate in front of the kids. He's seeing what Danny thinks about all this. If he's game for the kids, I'm like, what the crap? So I peeked my head out the bedroom door and looked at him, and he kind of stuttered a little bit and changed his story up some. Like, he changed directions of, oh yeah, China's a beautiful country, blah, blah, blah. It just changed. So I'm like, okay. I set record on my phone. I have video of this conversation with this man. I'm like, I'm going to have video evidence in case we have to kill this man up in my living room. And I'm like, my kids are going to be scarred. Oh my God, what is happening in my house? I just need my clothes washed. Okay. So, Silas comes and asks me something. I'm like, get out of the living room, every one of y'all. So, he goes back in yonder. He goes downstairs. He didn't tell the other kids sitting in there. So, I'm like, I'm going to go in there. I walked right past the dude. I set my phone inside my bra right here, and it was sticking out the top with my camera. I'm like, we're gonna film you, hi. So I got all that on tape. When he saw me and my phone in my shirt with the light shining on my chest, you could tell it was on. You could tell what I was doing. He completely changed the story. So yeah, we had a good time, and okay, I'm gonna leave now. I'm like, yeah, you better get up out my house before I bust a cap in you. So he says, okay, who's going with me? And looks at our girls. Ben raised his hand. I'm like, oh, I'm going to have to talk with that child. I'm fixing to hurt Ben. There'll be a little redhead with little whoop stripes on his butt, where I'm going to tell him, told you nothing, child. Little 6-year-old heathen trying to go with a creepy man. But he just looked at the girls. He wouldn't even look at me and like, okay, let's go. Come on, you can go with me. You know, like cutting up like some people. Danny's grandfather does that. Who going with us? And everybody's like, This man was like, seriously, who's coming with me? And the girls was like, and Ben's like, I'm like, really? And he's just looking at the girls. You freaking pervert. So he finally leaves. And I looked out back, and I still have video. I have video. I am not lying, y'all. I have video of this. I looked out the window, and Danny said, what's that look for? I said, that man ain't coming back to this house. He's like, what? I'm like, I creep. And then we're like, same things I was thinking in the bedroom, Danny was thinking in the living room. Like, I'm fixing to have to beat this man to death. I need my gun, and I'm going to snatch my $125 back. I'm like, I was thinking the same thing! Get the darn money before you beat him out of our house. Seriously. So then we're having this conversation of like, oh my God, we were thinking the same thing. The same creeper vibes are, thank you God for our parental skills and intuition that this man is a creep. A sexual predator. I was like, Danny, he was grooming you to molest our girls. He was grooming Danny. And then Danny starts telling me, well, you know, now that I think about it, downstairs, he's like, are you babysitting today? I'm like, dude, he seriously groomed Danny from the time they got in the house. He didn't know I was up in the bedroom until Danny's like, no, my wife's upstairs. I'm not babysitting today. He was trying to fill Danny up to see if he would molest kids with him. Seriously, I am not even freaking kidding. This guy is a creep, and I'm going to say his name, and he can try and sue me all he wants. I have video of his creepy conversation and his demeanor, and me and Danny thinking the same thing at the same time. It was not premeditated, thought out, planned out. We was going, oh my God, I was thinking the same thing. He was talking about a massage in China. He said, I got a massage. Well, no, my wife got a massage. Well, I got a massage. Massages are cheap in China. I'm like, yeah. He was looking for a happy ending. We know what kind of massage he got in China and what that little girl was doing on his bed in China and why she was crying and screaming and they slapped her arm in China. We know what happened. Really? Get out of my house. Never invite Mike Way, appliance repair guy from Craigslist, to your house. I am not kidding. Crazy creeper. Me and Danny's on the same page. We're taking our referral off his website. Do not invite this man to your house. Danny already had a friend that refrigerator broke, said, call this guy. He did really good work, and it was a fair price. No. He said, don't call him. He's a creeper. Do not call Mike Way, W-A-Y, from Craigslist to your house. He'd be looking for your girls, snatching your girls up, raping everybody up in here. Word.